Welcome back! Today we're making this adorable mermaid keychain. Stay tuned! Don't forget to take a screenshot of today's project details. Now let's get started. For this project, we're going to work off of this clasp and make sure it's in good working order before you start. And for our cord, I do prefer to use nylon, however you can use butcher's twine. There'll be more on that later in this video, so keep watching. Alrighty, so attach 6 of your 10 cords using a lark's head knot onto our D-ring. To tie a lark's head knot, you want to fold your cord in half, place the loop behind your D-ring, and then you want to thread your tail ends through the loop. Now that you have all 6 cords attached, we're going to take the 2 outer cords and we're going to tie 2 square knots around the 4 center cords. To form a square knot, you want to take your leftmost cords and form a loop on your left. Then with your right cords, you want to place it behind and through the left hand loop. Then cinch it up to the top. This is only half of your square knot. To complete the other half, you have to do the same thing but to the opposite side. So form a loop on your right, and then with your leftmost cord, place it behind and through the loop of your right. Cinch up the slack, and that is how you tie a square knot. Now we're going to go ahead and tie one more square knot right below our first one. And if you find that I'm demonstrating too fast for you, feel free to adjust the speed of this video by tapping the 3 dots on the top right corner. Or you can go ahead and check out my knot tutorial playlist where I demonstrate each knot in a much slower pace. I'll leave a link to that playlist on the cards above. Alrighty, so moving along, we're going to divide our cords in half. Working on the first half of our cords, we're going to take the bottommost cord, and what we're going to do is tie a double half-hitch knot around the rest of our group. To tie a double half-hitch knot, you want to loop your cord around your filler cord, which is our group of cords, and then you want to repeat the same thing another time, and that will secure your knot. Okay, so place that one down, and we're going to grab the next cord that is the bottommost and tie another double half-hitch knot. And we're going to repeat this several times using the bottommost cord every time and tie double half-hitch knots until we run out of cords. If you follow me on Instagram, you might be aware that this pattern actually came about by accident. Wasn't it Bob Ross who said that there are no mistakes, just happy accidents? Well, that's truly what happened in my case. What I was actually doing was trying to come up with a design for another project, but it turned out to be a tail. So I just kind of went with it, and now we have our keychain. Anyways, moving along, working with our second half, we're going to repeat the same thing to this side. Only, of course, this side is mirrored. Speaking of Instagram, if you happen to make this pattern, please feel free to tag me on Instagram. I would definitely love to see. Plus, I will give you a shout out on my Instagram stories. Alright, so for the next step on our Macrame Mermaid Keychain, we're going to grab the 4 center cords, and what we're going to do is tie a square knot. This time it's more of a standard square knot, which always uses 4 cords, and we're going to tie our knot around the 2 center cords. Alright, so once you've completed your square knot, we're going to split our 4 cords into 2. Then we're going to pick up 2 more cords on our left, and we're going to tie another square knot. And this is called an alternating square knot pattern. And as you're tying it, make sure that it's snug up tight right underneath your first one. We don't want any gaps. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing but to the other side. So pick up 2 more cords on your right and tie another square knot. And this would use up the last 2 cords from your previous square knot above. Next, it's time to attach the last 4 cords. And this time we're going to attach it using a reverse lark's head knot, which is quite similar to a regular lark's head knot, only we're coming up from below, not from the top. By attaching it this way, it almost looks like a continuation from our double half-hitch knots. It's really quite sneaky. So what you want to do is attach 2 cords on both of your opposite ends. Then split your cords directly in half, and taking the 2 centermost cords, those are going to be our filler cords, and we're going to tie a row of double half-hitch knots all the way across. Alright, so I'm going to work on the left side first and tie our first double half hitch knot. And with this cord, I'm flipping it up because I want to make sure that I remember that that will be our filler cord for the other side. Then I'm going to continue on working my way from the inside all the way to the outside, tying a row of double half hitch knots. I'm going to slow down the video right here to make sure that you tie the very last cord as well. That was our previous filler cord, but we also want to tie it into this new row. And of course, what we did to the left side, we're going to repeat to the right side. But don't forget, the cord you flipped up is now your filler cord. Once you've completed your right hand side, we're going to tie a row of singular double half hitch knots. So your very far left cord is now going to be your filler cord, and the one above it is going to be the cord you use to tie one double half hitch knot. And that is how you tie a singular double half hitch knot. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate again. So your bottommost cord is going to be your filler cord, and the one above it is going to be your working cord, and you're going to tie a double half hitch knot using the cord above. Repeat until you get to the center. Next, we're going to do the same thing to the other side, but mirrored. So your filler cord is going to be your very last cord, and we're going to tie a double half hitch knot with a cord above it. And you betcha, we're going to be working our way all the way to the center again. I like this row of singular double half hitch knots because it almost looks like it's kind of twisted, but not really. It gives an interesting pattern. It also makes other macrame artists wonder, what kind of knot is that? Okay, so this is where our fin splits in half. So you want to take the centermost cord that's on your left, and that's going to be your filler cord, and we're going to tie a row of double half hitch knots. And of course, we're going to work our way from the inside all the way to the outside. Also, this is really where you see that twisty shape from those singular double half hitch knots. I think they look really cool. What do you think? Do you like them as well? Next, repeat the same thing to the right hand side. Okay, so this is where our fin is going to curve inwards. To do this, grab the third cord from the left hand side, and that is going to be your filler cord. And we're going to tie double half hitch knots using the two cords above it. By tying our first row like this really makes our cords turn inwards. And I think it really makes it look more like a mermaid tail as opposed to just a regular old fish tail. Okay, so grab the next cord, and that is going to be our new filler cord. And all the cords that we used to tie our previous row, we're going to tie around this new filler cord. Gosh, I sure hope that made sense. If you're following along all right, please drop me a mermaid emoji. That way I know that I'm explaining things well enough. Okay, so grab the next cord and we're going to tie another row of double half hitch knots. Okay, so that was our final row for the left side. Now we're going to repeat the same thing to the other side. Okay, so grabbing our centermost cord on the left, this will be our new filler cord that's going to curve all the way down to the bottom. And we're going to tie double half hitch knots, and it's going to create that curve kind of on its own, so don't worry about manipulating your filler cord too much. It's going to take shape on its own. If you're new to my channel, I do create macrame tutorial videos every single week. And also, next month, in the month of August, I have some pretty amazing back-to-school tutorials coming up. So if that's something you're interested in, I sure hope you stick around and subscribe. Alrighty, once you've completed your left-hand side, you guessed it, we're going to repeat the same thing to the right-hand side. Next, what I like to do to elongate our tail is I like to tie just a regular overhand knot with our last filler cord here. It only makes really a slight difference, but I think it really adds to that mermaid tail effect. Alright, so if you decided to use butcher's twine instead of nylon cord, at this point in the pattern what you want to do is snip off your ends, leaving about 1 centimeter, and comb out your fringe. Okay, so if you're using synthetic cord like I am here, what you want to do is cut off your ends very close to the last row of double half-hitch knots. And be very careful, you do not want to cut any of your knots. And you also want to cut off your last filler cord as well. And then very carefully you want to melt your ends so that it's flush to the back of your double half-hitch knots. And I like to press my cords towards the back. And of course use extreme caution and don't leave your lighter in one spot for too long, otherwise it will start to burn. If you have a thing for mermaids like I currently do, I have another tutorial that I think you might like, and it's easier than it looks. I'll leave the link to that video on the screen now, and I'll see you over there.